It is Happy Memorial Day to each and every last one of you as we come through on the Brash and the Brazen, where we mix it up, where we give it to you the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive, the most volatile, the most shocking, the most prevailing WWE news, rumors, headlines, speculation, and gossip. And again, to everyone out there, again, Happy Memorial Day. Hopefully, you're spending it with your loved ones, your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant others. Maybe you just want to sit back and chill and chillax, and maybe you want to have it by yourself. Maybe you want to have it by your lonesome, or maybe you want to spend it with some friends, some family. However you're spending it, maybe you want to be at a cookout. Maybe you want to be at a restaurant. Maybe you want to be listening to the Brash and the Brazen. Because on this Memorial Day, I am here for you on Father's Day. I am here for you on Mother's Day. I am here for you on Christmas Day. I'm here for you on Easter Day. I'm here for you on Thanksgiving Day. I am here for you every single day that ends in Y. Why? Because that's what it's all about. Now, we are just mere hours away. We are just hours away from Monday Night Raw tonight on Netflix. What are we going to get? What will be the fallout? What will be the backlash tonight? And what are you guys doing? Obviously today, as of now, plans can change. Things can always go in a completely different direction. You never, ever know what you're going to get. But today, the news and the rumors have been kind of slow. It's been kind of bland. But this day is not bland, because this day is anything but boring. Because we remember those. We remember those who fought. We remember those who have rested and who have paid the ultimate price, the sacrifice on this day. We remember all of them. But how are you spending, and what are you doing on this Memorial Day? On a night where we will have Monday Night Raw. On a night where, well, quite frankly, I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know what we're going to. Now, there's a few matches, okay? There has been a few matches unveiled for Monday Night Raw tonight. There is a few matches on tap. Make no mistake about that one. But let's get into the news, the rumors, and the headlines that may be online at this stage. We got breaking news. All right, now this is just coming again. Unexpected, kind of a slow, blah day, but we are hearing word. Aleister Black says that the WWE locker room stands above the rest. That is what SmackDown star Aleister Black is saying, who came within an eyelash of almost competing in the men's Money in the Bank as he lost on SmackDown, a triple threat match with L.A. Knight. Yeah, Jim Ross, Stone Cold Steve Austin. As we all know, good old JR, Jim Ross, is suffering and going through a cancer battle. He went through it once, but this is a different set of circumstances. It's a different cancer. It's a different sickness for good old JR. But Jim Ross explains how Stone Cold Steve Austin supports him amid his cancer battle. Jim Ross, as we all know, was diagnosed with colon cancer, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is supporting him in a big way. He got a call from Stone Cold, and they ended up talking about 43 minutes. Ross said that's not what true friends. Ross said that's what true friends do. They reach out, they talk about things with you, through you, and remind you that they love you. That call from Stone Cold Steve Austin lifted his spirits and made him feel stronger. Austin told him that he would beat the cancer and that everything would be fine if he just toughed it out. Ross replied that he was ready to give it his all, follow the doctors and nurses' instructions, and trust that they would do a good job. I was sitting there in the hospital. No, but I was at home. I was at home and I got a call from Steve Austin. And when we got off the phone, I looked at my phone and we talked for 43 minutes. 43 minutes. And here's what your friends do. They call you, they tell you, they talk to you, and at the end of the conversation, they tell you that you love you. And that's exactly what Steve did. That cheered me up and made me feel strong and vibrant. And he said, you're going to beat him. You're going to beat this, and everything that's going to be just fine. Just ride it out. I said, I'm going to, I'm going to put my uniform on and go play and give it the doctor and the nurses everything they want, and hopefully they're going to do a job. This comes after good old JR already confirmed that he will be making it in time for the All in Texas pay-per-view on July the 12th. After he undergoes surgery, Stone Cold Steve Austin's phone call wasn't just a random conversation, since it was a reminder that true friendships truly last. That's exactly why Jim Ross is truly grateful to have someone like the Texas Rattlesnake in his life, and that is never going to change. What are your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on Stone Cold Steve Austin's touching gesture to good old JR Jim Ross? Also, Liv Morgan's status for WWE Raw tonight in Tampa revealed and unveiled online, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and newsletters. Now, it's just pure fan speculation about her returning tonight. But according to a report by Fightful, it has been revealed that Liv Morgan is at the site for tonight's Monday Night Raw in Tampa, Florida. As it was noted, Fightful Select can confirm that Liv Morgan is at the site of WWE Raw today. Now, whether or not the WWE uses her, whether or not the WWE utilizes her, if the WWE wants to put her in angles or storylines, we do not know yet. But what we do know is that Liv Morgan is backstage at Monday Night Raw as WWE is getting set for a jam-packed night and hopefully what is going to be a shocker of a night for the Red Brand. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Jim Ross has revealed his status for AEW All In Texas, as we just talked about a few moments ago. Miles Bourne, who some say has a lot to live up to. However, he also makes sure that, he not only looks like, but he's following in the footsteps of the Viper, Randy Orton. What are your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on one Miles Bourne? Shotzi Blackheart is blasting injury-prone label after her WWE exit. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on Shotzi Blackheart. The reason why Bronson Reed joined the Seth Rollins faction is being unveiled and revealed online. While speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer talked about Braun Breaker joining Seth Rollins' faction and why he was included. He said that Reed adds something extra to the group and makes them stronger. One big reason is that when the group eventually has to lose a match, though that might not happen for a while, they don't need to have Braun Breaker take the loss. Meltzer noted that WWE clearly sees Breaker as a future WrestleMania main eventer, so they want to protect him. Bronson Reed isn't being pushed to that level, but he is very good at what he does and can take a loss without hurting the group, the super group. What do you think about Bronson Reed being added? And do you think that this group is going to become more powerful and stronger as the weeks go on? Because nobody expected Bronson Reed to join the stable this early on, this quick. I think that it adds a dimension and it makes the group it makes them even more of a strong group, because also the other thing with Bronson is, when you have the matches where they have to lose, and they probably won't be doing that much early on, but when you have them lose matches, you don't have to beat Braun Breaker. Also, Reed, who has been out since his ankle injury following the Survivor Series, made a massive return by crashing through a barricade, taking out CM Punk during the tag team match at Saturday night's main event. He teamed up with Rollins and Breaker to brutally attack Punk after the match, beating him down with his devastating tsunami. Bronson Reed's surprise return in alliance with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman wasn't just for shock value, since WWE obviously had big plans for Bronson Reed. Therefore, we will have to wait and see how the faction will continue to dominate the company in the coming weeks. What do you think about Bronson Reed joining Seth Rollins' faction with Braun Breaker? And who will gain the most? Who will gain the utmost? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzviewent. We do remember those that died, those that paved the way, those that are no longer with us on Memorial Day. And there have been several wrestlers that are no longer with us, several wrestlers that have died, several wrestlers that have paved the way, that have sacrificed it all, but they are not here to say it, but I am here to remember them. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. If it weren't for you, there would be no show. If we give you hourly content, plenty more to come. Subscribe.